World of Color, number 3 in that countdown list. Greetings wherever you are, wherever you may be. Coming at you live from Disney California Adventure. Is that a Pacific Wharf we're looking at, Mike?
It used to be a Pacific Wharf.
What is it now?
Now it's San Fransokyo Square, canning company.
Have you done any canning yet today?
No, I didn't do the canning tour.
What have you done?
Mostly walked around taking photos and video, and then I went and saw Rogers the Musical for the last time.
How was that?
Good. Shot video. We'll have video of the penultimate Rogers the Musical performance up on the YouTube soon.
Well, we are live from Disney California Adventure, out with the old-ish, with Rogers, and in with the new-ish San Fransokyo Square. What are your initial thoughts, Mike?
I mean, I think they did a nice job. It's not terribly different. It's just they just plugged in some characters, really, and familiar iconography.
A little bit of inside baseball. You sent us in a group privately that Rosie and Colin are still hosting the Boudin Bakery tour.
Yeah.
So that's your biggest clue that not much is different, I would say.
Exactly.
Which I'm actually glad they kept Kyle echoing that, Rosie and Colin forever. That's my fiance's first ever Disneyland resort attraction is the Boudin Bakery tour.
And why
Fun
would
fact. Not even Mater's Junkyard Jamboree or anything on the way there. Nope, it was absolutely
rope dropped the Boudin Bakery tour.
We rope dropped the bakery tour. Has anybody ever rope dropped the bakery tour before? I don't know. So now we're looking at, I don't know the official name of it, but I've heard it affectionately called the Tory Gate Bridge. Isn't that right?
I think I heard it as just the San Fransokyo Square Bridge, which is super boring. But sure.
Matthew says, cool.
Oh, I like his little avatar there. Was
I thought you might,
from the Dare to Be Stupid cover, I think.
Kyle's... Mike C. Reciting the whole discography of Weird Al there. There we go. Kyle says that somebody who might have rope dropped the Boudin Bakery is someone who maybe skips breakfast.
Shall we
they offer breakfast at Boudin. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Now's a good time to remind folks we are live. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to see while we take a look at San Fransokyo Square today, feel free. Mike, I'm normally not on this late with you. What's going on?
You're not on what with me?
This late with you.
Oh, this late.
I feel like we're doing a late stream today.
Well, it was a busy day. I had a media tour of 2 of the mazes at Halloween Horror Nights this morning. That coverage will be going up tomorrow morning with the embargo.
No, I'm on the East Coast. Help me out. What's a maze?
Sorry, they don't even call it that here anymore. I'm still stuck in the past. They do call it a maze at Knott's Scary Farm still, but at Halloween Horror Nights, it's now on both coasts called a haunted house or just a house, I guess. So you'll see pics, and Mike Mack is being kind enough to put together posts for that right now while I'm here. So
Mike Mack doing a Halloween Horror Nights post? No, go on, tell me more.
Then I drove down to Anaheim here, and I've been hanging out at DCA.
How was that drive? Like 10 minutes?
It wasn't too bad. It was a little over an hour from Universal. The worst part is going down the 101, which I usually can avoid because I live in Burbank, so it's just the 5 straight shot down the 5. But coming from Universal City, you got to take the 101 to the 5. I'm like Californians.
You do sound a lot like a California sketch. I was just thinking that, but you said it first. So
okay. So here we go across the San Fransokyo Square
San Fransokyo
Bridge with all the signatures of the cast members hidden under coats of paint up there.
I was going to ask because they did make kind of a big to-do about all the cast members are signing it.
Someday in the future, they'll chip away that paint. We'll see who works here in 2023.
Going back to Mike Mack doing a Horror Nights comment, Luke Manning decides to be funny and say, that's like Tony doing a Big City Greens post. Stay tuned. There's more coming. Big City Greens comes September 23rd. And are those the signatures?
I want to say it's this one because I saw it on there before they painted over it. But or maybe they just covered it with like a shell. I don't know.
Maybe. Rich is saying, hello, LPers.
Hello, Rich.
I don't know why I said that weird, but Rich is from MEI Travel. If you're looking to book a trip to any Disney destination or Universal or really anywhere in general, be sure to reach out to MEI Travel and Rich and his team along with Becky. They'll get you set up.
Anywhere?
Anywhere, I think, yeah. They're a travel agency. If I want to travel on a Nat Geo expedition to the Galapagos, I'm going to call my friends at MEI Travel. What are these flags?
So the flags are, most of the stuff here is going to be like Baymax shaped. So there you go. It's kind of cut out in the shape of Baymax with his helmet on.
Well, I like that.
There's a
thoughts
new,
on the flags, Mike?
What's that? My thoughts?
Thoughts on those flags?
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. I can't tell if it's the area you're in or if it's my computer, but I'm not getting any lights on my computer, so maybe it's where you're at.
I just wanted to point out there's a door up here that says employment office, but there's no way to access it. I just thought that was a funny joke. It's like a doorway to nowhere, like the Winchester Mystery House. Then you got
Rich says anywhere.
Cerveceria, which I think is just a beer stand. So replacing the old beer cart.
In fact, I believe that is the same people from the old beer cart, Karl Strauss.
Okay, there you go. It just relocated over here to the opposite side of Cocina Cucamonga. I get my Spanish and Italian.
Yeah, Cocina. I would say Cocina. It might be Cocina. Yeah. All I know is that is not where you go get the souvenir Mulan tumbler during Lunar New Year.
No, but you can get your Baymax sipper here.
Have we seen it? What's it look like?
Yeah, let's take a look. It's right here. I'm just going to show it off. Here's Baymax.
Oh, he's on his little charging base.
It's 1979, my birth year. Includes fountain beverage at time.
How's your back feeling today, Mike?
My back's fine.
Okay, good.
I know I'm getting up there. But there's your Baymax. He's got a nice lanyard. Hello, I am Baymax. And
that Baymax charging pad that he's on that bottle is also an Easter egg in Strange World. So if you've seen it, look for it.
Here's the new gift shop, which is really just built under the overhang here for Cocina Cucamonga.
And what's it called?
It's called San Fransokyo Makers Market. And it's got all the little robots up there that have been crossed off, except for Megabot is not crossed off. So Little Yama, Cerberus, Smashbot, Snips, and Wormbot have all been defeated, I guess. And then all the little kiosks in the gift shop are named after those same robots.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
Snips one, Wormbot.
I did like that white Baymax shirt that
Cerberus.
you passed by as you walked in. That was fun.
Oh, let me see. Oh yeah, it's very like minimalist kind of.
Yeah.
Oh man, everybody's streaming.
They kind of went ham with the Baymax Munchable there too.
Yeah, it's kind of a Baymax s'more.
Yeah, those were those were kind of hard to find for a hot minute, but now I know where they all ended up.
Okay. Phone cases. These are like pillow pals. I don't know what you call them. Cuddle.
I think the official
cuddlies.
Trademark is Pillow Pets, but yeah, these are
Hello.
different.
Okay. They're trying to get rid of some spider bots in here too.
Oh wow!
I just noticed that. Like, just throw some spider bots in. Also, not Big Hero 6 related, but I guess it is Marvel, right? So
yeah,
sort of.
I've had at length discussions with our very own Mike Mack about whether or not I've seen an MCU movie because Big Hero 6 is it part of the MCU? I don't know.
I honestly don't even know if the comics that
I think the
Big Hero
consensus
6
was no.
Okay. I didn't know if those comics characters interacted with the other Marvel comics characters.
It's called San Fransokyo Makers Market. Is that right?
Yes. Correct.
Kyle says that's not to be confused with Maker's Mark, as they are very different.
Right. That's an alcohol.
He also pointed out that I said went ham with the Munchables. It's a level of cheese I wasn't ready yet for today.
And we got some smaller Baymax plushes.
Now, as a fan of the Disney television animated series Big Hero 6, the series, is there any Mini-Max stuff? It'd be similar to that in size and scope, but he's wearing like a blue outfit.
Oh, I have not seen anything like that.
It would be a quasi, I wouldn't say a deep cut, but it's not based on the movie, it's based on the show.
No, I'm not seeing any mini Max stuff. Sorry, there's some Christmas ornaments, stickers, and magnets. More shirts and hats and stuff.
Is that a San Fransokyo magnet there? I think somebody was in the way, but
yeah, there's a San Fransokyo magnet and a Christmas ornament.
Okay. I'll make sure she gets it on her stream.
The streaming singularity is coming up. Everybody's going to be streaming all at the same time. All right, here's the meet and greet area. So there's a little alley here that goes backstage with some neat graphics. But this is the meet and greet area where you can meet either Baymax or Hero, right? His name's Hero.
Yes,
right?
that's right.
So
yes.
Right now it's Hero. Baymax is not out, but they swap back and forth. It's quite a long wait.
That's interesting that they swap because they used to be together.
Right. When I checked earlier, they said an hour and a half, and that was when it was going out under the archway over there in the Cars Land.
Oh, wow.
It's not quite back that far right now. So this is probably closer to like an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
Wait.
I almost said that as a joke, but... And then there's no guarantee on if you would get Hero or Baymax.
Right. Yeah, in fact, I tried to wait in line, but I had a reservation for Rogers the Musical, so I had to leave. But when I got in line, the first thing they said to me was like 50-50 shot of Baymax or Hero. You don't really get a choice.
Oh, that's fun. So it's like a highway sign coming off of Cars Land into San Fransokyo Square.
Exactly. And I know Rebecca was asking in Slack what the number 249 was a reference to. Did we get an answer to that?
Not a definitive one, no.
Okay. Some posters for San Fransokyo here. One of the painted ladies, I think that's supposed to represent.
Yeah. With San Francisco, the painted ladies are pretty much everywhere you look. I'll wait about 5 minutes for Kyle to come at me with that one. So.
Oh, it's Full House. I got
yes.
it. It took me a minute. This is kind of the logo. For
okay.
On the lantern.
So it seems that also in this area they just kind of added those lanterns and some posters and.
Yeah. Best views in town. I think this is kind of a what's that called, Lombard Street thing.
Okay.
And then you got the bridge represented on this one, the bus. So this machine wasn't working earlier, but it looks like it's working now. You can get some collectible medallions, and they are all looks like they're all Big Hero 6 or Baymax related.
Is that San Fransokyo logo on any of them? Oh, they have the bridge one, and the turbines.
Kite turbines and the Baymax, and then whatever that is.
I think it's just. I like that because it looks like a coin, but
yeah.
Rich likes the whole land. He says it looks cool.
That must be the idea of that one. Is kind of like the currency of the land.
Oh, so on the back it does have the San Fransokyo logo on all of them. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's the main reason I would get it, to be honest.
Property of SFIT.
What does that mean?
Well, San Fransokyo Institute of Technology, maybe.
Very good. Yes.
No, you're good. Go ahead. Pelican Island. Is that in the movie?
If it is, I don't know it offhand.
Okay.
I've only seen that movie a few times. Okay. That's one of the ones that I get emotionally affected by in a good way. Okay. So I like to preserve that by not watching it again and again.
That's fair. I only saw it the once in the theater. Enjoyed it. I thought there was going to be a sequel because they kind of set up a sequel at the end and then it never materialized. But there's been a TV show, I guess.
I was like, I feel like there's also been, there's been the TV show. There's actually been 2 because they've had Baymax, the series now.
Okay.
But yeah, I think if anything, it's more franchisable as opposed to sequelable, but it's still there.
I was remarking at how I've been caught off guard by how much Baymax has been represented in the parks lately with, because he's in the, what's the current fireworks show at Disneyland?
Wondrous Journeys.
Yeah, because he's like the character that flies over to the castle, right? Yeah.
And then he's also the character in that show that breaks everybody's heart for a half a second.
Yeah, right. There's the logos on the water fountain. Lucky Fortune Cookery remains mostly intact.
So can I share something absolutely unrelated to San Fransokyo at all?
Sure.
I was coming out of those restrooms there when I got a message and alert that Leonard Nimoy had passed. So that's what I always associate with that. And I said, "Oh no, not the director of Body Wars."
Here is what's this called? Turbine.
Rita's Turbine Blenders, I think is what it's called now. Yeah.
This is the backside of that. Oh yeah, here's it says Rita.
The backside of Rita's.
She's got that turbine thing up there.
So I was a little, I should have known, but I was a little more hopeful from the art that there would be more of them kind of scattered throughout, because San Fransokyo is powered by wind turbine.
Well, look, there's some up here in the artwork. Doesn't count.
But I meant like dimensionally installed.
Right, yes, and I understand. Man, everybody's videoing and streaming. I feel terrible being a part of that.
Well, we sure are grateful.
I gotta tell you, a little bit earlier when I was walking around taking pictures, there was a guy who every time he passed by a a streamer or a vlogger, he would make like a loud fart sound with his mouth. And I thought it was really, really funny. And I was like, I hope he's around when I'm streaming later. But
all of us at Laughing Place do not condone such actions.
That's kind of how I feel. But yeah, there's Rita's, and then we'll take a left here. And yeah, the bakery tour, except for some.
I like that sign a lot.
Except for some cosmetic stuff, it's mostly the same, I would say. I never spent a lot of time in here.
Yeah.
Cut right through.
Oh, this is where we lose them. Oh, there we go.
Maybe I won't go in there.
Yeah. Kyle says, reminds me of Accepted. I believe he's referring to the San Fransokyo Institute of Technology. But yeah.
Okay.
I kind of thought the same thing Kyle pointed out. Is that really how you enter the tour? No, that's not where you enter the tour.
That's how I enter the tour. You can choose to go in whichever side you like.
That's the former exit. I don't know if you could even call it a tour anymore because there's tables throughout the entire thing now. Now I'm hoping we can retain signal and check out Ghirardelli because I know they installed some stuff there too.
Yeah, again, it's just like minor cosmetic stuff, but we'll go in there and see what we can see. Just real quick, this I guess this is the water tower, or whatever this is.
I always called it the silo.
Yeah. Okay, so it's supposed to have like grain in there.
Yeah.
That's gotten a paint job with the character. Is it Japanese? I don't want to be culturally insensitive here, but I'm assuming these are Japanese
95% sure it's Japanese. Yes.
Okay. We've seen some of this before as we've charted
like this was the first cosmetic stuff done.
Yeah. Baymax crossing. Okay, let's try Ghirardelli.
I hope Kyle's saying Japanese specifically. I'm gonna butcher this. I'm sorry. Katakana. Okay, katakana.
Okay.
I saw a picture that somebody tweeted of that Ghirardelli sign on the freeway making its way over. Oh, hey, there is another turbine up there.
Yeah. I didn't even notice that until right now. Huh.
Yeah. And I had wanted to see where that got installed, so that's really cool.
I didn't notice this. There's a Baymax kind of mural over here too by the child services. Oh, it's like a height chart.
Oh, that's fun.
Grow with Baymax. So you can measure your height. Are you
satisfied with the quantity of attractions you can experience? I'm also being informed that turbine also has the Ghirardelli logo on it.
Okay. Yeah, it does. I just thought it was odd that his little red button was like a separate application.
That might be somebody's lollipop they just stuck there.
I got to get a picture of that because I missed that before.
I kind of want to see this turbine now, but we can't zoom.
I know. Well, let's see. The best view I can get of it. You can tell. Can you tell?
Oh yeah, I can see it there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's cool. I'm also glad that there's more than one turbine. I mean, the art showed numerous. So far, my count is 2. David has an interesting question.
Okay.
I have not seen this, but in Asia, I have seen merchandise for a feminine-styled girlfriend counterpart to Baymax. Does this exist in the USA?
Not that I'm aware of, but I'm not a Baymax expert.
As someone who preaches like stick to the story of the movie and stuff like that, I have not seen anything like that, but I'm also not on the lookout for it. That was
graffiti style art here.
Yeah, that was shared by Disney Parks very early on.
And then these lanterns have Baymax's eyes on them.
That's fun. See, now I'm this is my design eye coming in. If you look at the turbine from this angle, I don't know about the one above Rita's turbine blenders, but the Ghirardelli one is not spinning.
Right. Yeah, that is odd that it's not spinning.
It's supposed to be powering the place. Come on, guys. Have you tried any of these Rita's turbine blenders?
I actually did have one. I was a little stressed out earlier, and I had one with my lunch. I'm not ashamed to say it was excellent.
Was it a libation?
It was, yeah.
Okay.
Don't tell anybody. This isn't going out anywhere.
No. This is top secret, just between us. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I had a frozen margarita, strawberry margarita. It wasn't that strong, but it was good. It was really good. But I've had stuff from there before, whatever it was called before.
Rita's Baja blenders, I think is what it was.
Yeah. Let's see. It's nobody is out right now at the meet and greet, so it looks like Baymax is probably on his way. Let's see if we can catch him coming out. Look at all these people waiting to paparazzo him.
With the amount of streamers there, it's definitely the plural. It would be paparazzi. Waiting to paparazzo them. Now I'm just picturing like Baymax awkwardly getting into a limo and being ushered away.
Yeah, I'm gonna, after we wrap up the stream here, I'm gonna get in line. Get some nice, because
David points out Baymax is very popular in China, known as Big White. It could also be that the Baymax girlfriend character is counterfeit knockoff merchandise. That is also a very strong possibility. I don't even know. Yeah, at no point in the television series or the Disney Plus series is that even a thing. So
I want to know if Baymax's girlfriend is the same shape as Baymax, or if she's like curvier. You know what I mean?
David, yes, I got you. David asks, how does the Boudin Sourdough Factory fit into San Fransokyo Square? San Fransokyo Square is kind of a hybrid of San Francisco and the fictitious San Fransokyo. Boudin is a staple company, along with Ghirardelli, of San Francisco, widely known. And they've had a contract with California Adventure since the opening day, with a tour that is still relatively intact. Not really, but the show is anyway.
I'm noticing a common theme here, Tony, of fans that are
not spinning fans.
Yeah.
That's a bot shop and you're not exhausting it. Think of all those toxic fumes in there. Special thanks to Rebecca for pointing out. Check out our full walkthrough of San Fransokyo Square with a YouTube link attached in our comments.
I'm afraid to watch that video because that was at the peak of my stress today.
Before the Rita turbine blender.
Yeah, right before, actually. That was my reward.
I've shot this video. I need a beverage.
It was very hot.
How is it out there?
It's been pretty hot lately.
Okay. That's what happens when you're in between hurricanes.
How'd you guys get through the hurricane? Everything good?
Oh yeah. It did. It went to a part of Florida that has not seen hurricanes in over a century, according to the news.
Well,
out in what they call the Big Bend, that curve off the Panhandle down into the peninsula.
So
Orlando was relatively unscathed. It would have been a good park day.
Okay. I used to live in a town called Hernando Beach, Florida, which is north of Tampa. And that area got flooded a couple years after I left there in like 1992, I think, and then flooded again with this hurricane. So we missed both of those. My grandparents lived there during the 1992 flood. And it was pretty bad.
Here's if we're talking about hurricanes for just a second. Adalia, some models actually, if you're tracking it, it started in the Gulf of Mexico, went up through the Panhandle of Florida into Georgia and the Carolinas, and is now in the Atlantic. And some of the spaghetti models are actually spinning it back into Florida's East Coast. So we might get a round two.
Oh, wow.
In a little bit here. So
here we go.
There he is.
You know what's cool about Baymax in the park is that I want to say, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Tony, he's one of the few animated characters that looks in real life pretty much how you would imagine him to look if you met him in the animated version. You know, like he's inflatable in the show, in the movie also.
Yep. I just want to see him do the trick where if he gets a little hole, he could fix himself. I love that he blinks. That's fantastic.
Yes. Blinks and talks.
Now, is it Scott Adsit is the voice talent behind Baymax? Is it still him or relatively close?
That I would not know. It's actually tough to hear, and it's kind of muffled.
Okay. A lot of people know him from a lot of different things, but I know him best as Pete Hornberger on 30 Rock. But yeah.
Yeah.
And as we watch Baymax, I'm going to have somebody else come on.
Okay.
Hold on. Stand by.
Hello.
This is Scott Adsit.
No, it's not Scott Adsit. That would be awesome.
You think we book special guests? No, I'm just relieving our dude so he can enjoy the rest of his day, not on shift.
I did say it was a late stream for us, but yes. It's been a pleasure
Tony.
with everybody. So long. Have fun, guys.
Bye.
So if you're just joining us like I am, we're checking out San Fransokyo, which officially opened today at Disney California Adventure at the Disneyland Resort. And that is Baymax. And you might have met Baymax at other Disney parks, but now...
Go ahead, Did he used to blink before, or is that new as well? Do we know
I think he blinked before. I didn't get a chance to meet him, but I know that he was at Epcot for a while, and I know that he's also appeared at some of the overseas parks. I think wasn't he in Tomorrowland once upon a time?
He was in Tomorrowland here, in the Starcade.
Okay.
He and Hero would meet together.
So do they switch off here, or do they meet together as well?
Yeah, they're swapping. It's like every half hour, I think, they swap out for each other. And I'm sure some folks are disappointed when they don't get to meet Baymax.
David confirms that he has always had eyes that articulated and blinked.
Okay, there you go.
But the talking, I believe, is at least talking from the character. And I know he's appeared in shows and stuff. They might have played a voice over the speakers, but as far as a meet and greet situation where he talks, I think that's new. I don't think anyone can resist hugging him. I haven't seen one person yet.
Well, when I get up there, I'm not going to hug him. I'm going to...
Fist bump?
Well, yeah, that's the popular thing to do too, and he does make that noise.
Ba-la-la-la-la.
I'm gonna give him the cold shoulder when it comes to the
Gonna snub Baymax. That's gonna be the best video. I'll ask you to rate your pain.
Just tell him that you are not satisfied with his care, Mike. That's the ultimate snub.
Tony back from the dead to make a joke.
Oh, this guy's a big Baymax fan. He's got a lot of Big Hero 6 pins on his backpack.
That movie holds a special place in my heart because it was the first that I covered as far as press for Laughing Place. So I got to see it early and go to the animation studios. And so, yeah. And they had the way they're decorating this area now reminds me of the caffeine patch there that they had. They kind of sometimes theme it to what they're working on. So it was, when I got to go, it was all, basically San Fransokyo with vending machines and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to see that come to life on a larger scale.
What year would that have been? What year did Big Hero 6?
2014, I want to say.
Okay. That was like a year
I'll
before
also
I started this gig.
Kyle, I'm still here. Sorry.
You're fine. You're off the clock. You're not getting paid.
Yeah, I'm not billing for this one. The caffeine patch, for those who don't know, is the coffee shop area at Walt Disney Animation Studios in Burbank. So he's not just talking about a random caffeine patch that's themed to Baymax.
No. Correct. Yeah, it's just the area upstairs, kind of in the hallways of Walt Disney Animation, and you'll see on at least more recent Walt Disney Animation Studios films, there's a caffeinator credit.
Now I'm curious how they clean Baymax, because everybody's getting their grubby hands all over them.
So when I worked at a movie theater, we, for some reason, decided to introduce a mascot who was an inflatable version of the loyalty cups we'd sell. Like, we'd sell these plastic cups, and you get like $1.50 refills all year. And so we'd go to like local events like 5Ks or like opening day for Little League and have to escort this person who's in an inflatable cup costume. And then we had to wipe down the late whatever material it was afterwards. So probably like that.
I'm just picturing them spraying him down with hoses like Bruce Willis and 12 Monkeys.
Does Baymax speak any other languages other than English? That is a great question that I don't know if we'll get the answer to anytime soon.
I can certainly ask.
That's true. Yeah. So check out Mike's video that he's not going to do right now. He's going to go properly meet and greet him, and you can watch our video, and he will ask him if he speaks any other languages, and if he does, hopefully he'll.
Well, I'll probably ask this guy over here.
Oh.
And then he'll.
No, you should ask Baymax and see if he just like launches into Japanese or something. That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing. Well, do we want to see anything? We kind of went through the whole area, Kyle, before you got here, but
yeah, no. If there's anything else you want to show us, but otherwise, I think we're good.
Well, let's spin around here. We got plenty of Baymax.
Before you get in line for Baymax, just show us. It's nice to have context for where this is too.
Right.
Obviously, there was not a meet and greet in this area before, so kind of in the area of where the beer cart was.
Yeah. So as we said before, the beer cart has been made a beer counter over there on the other side of Cocina Cucamonga. And now you've got the meet and greet area here. It's across from the bathrooms in San Fransokyo Square, formerly Pacific Wharf. And the line right now wraps around here almost to Cars Land. I was told earlier in the morning it went all the way down to Flo's V8 Cafe.
Oh, wow.
But right now it's stopping just before the arch here. And I was told earlier this was about an hour and 15 to an hour and a half wait from right here.
Nice. Well, we're also excited to see San Fransokyo at night, so I know you're going to be hanging around for that. So luckily you have the time to wait in line for an hour and 15 minutes to meet Baymax.
But look at this view that I get to enjoy in the meantime. Look at that.
Nice.
So nice.
You mentioned Cocina Cucamonga. I do just want to mention real quick. I do think it's funny how, Cocina Cucamonga and Lucky Fortune Cookery used to be in the opposite places and they swapped them. And now they've just basically merged them by doing fusion of Asian and Mexican food at kind of both locations. So that's some awesome thing. But Mike, thank you so much for showing us around this new area.
Thank you.
And if you want more, you can check out our full walkthrough that Rebecca shared in the comments. And we will see you next time as soon as I find the outro button that I forgot to look for earlier.
Bye.
Bye.